Hello and welcome to the Downtown Midland Podcast, a monthly piece of content to know all things about Downtown Midland. This podcast is presented by the MCTV Network, a service of the City of Midland. To learn more about Downtown Midland, be sure to follow and like Downtown Midland social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to this podcast on your preferred platform, and to get more details, go to downtownmidland.com. Hello and welcome to the Lowdown on Downtown. This is episode 8. We're back here in 2022. How you doing, Selina?
I'm doing great, Chris. It's fun to be back, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about.
We do. We're going to chat a little bit about what's going on downtown in Midland. This summer, we're going to talk a little bit about businesses downtown. We're going to chat with John from Three Bridges, and we're also going to talk about some of the openings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, so much going on downtown.
So tell me a little bit about what's going on with the openings.
Okay, so let me tell you first what we're in the middle of right now as we speak. As we film this, we're watching people bustle about outside the Northwood Idea Center podcast booth. We are transitioning to Pedestrian Plaza.
Nice.
We just completed a very successful art fair weekend, and as we come out of that, we will not reopen the 2 blocks of Main Street that have affectionately been called the Pedestrian Plaza. So Main Street is now closed from Ashman to Rod Street, including the McDonald Street intersection. And the goal this year in pedestrian plazas, this is our 3rd year, and they kind of grow every year and get a new feel to them. This year we have focused on giving a mix of unscheduled leisure activities, so things that you can do in the pedestrian plaza that are unscheduled, so you can come down at any time. We are creating some new and creative seating spaces, so if you want to grab some food, gather with a group, you will have some unique seating and gathering spaces downtown, in addition to the plentiful picnic tables and seating that we've had in years past. So far as unscheduled events, we're adding ping pong tables this year. So look for a couple ping pong tables. We'll have the ever popular cornhole boards again. And a little later in the summer, because it's been delayed on order, we will be adding a foot pool game, which is a billiard table on the ground that you play with your feet.
Yeah, kind of like soccer.
Yeah.
All
So just unscheduled activities that you can come down and do anytime. In addition to our scheduled entertainment, we'll be bringing back the Friday and Saturday concert series, which will be every Friday and Saturday night, free local music, as well as we're also bringing in some cover bands from all across Michigan. Cool. So you can look for a KISS cover band, a Journey cover band, a Bon Jovi cover band, and we'll also have a Beatles tribute band. So lots of variety in addition to our favorite local bands. And we will have a full-fledged stage this year. So that'll be a little different. We haven't had the stage element before. And we'll be featuring lots of local entertainment on that stage. So in addition to the Friday and Saturday nights, we're also looking at bringing entertainment. We're partnering with the Midland Center for the Arts, who will be bringing down a couple of their productions just to tease the audience and get them interested in the productions going on over there at the Center for the Arts. Cool. I know that we are working on some line dancing classes just to come down and get yourself all ready to dance the night away, as well as some exercise and yoga type classes. So watch for some of those to be communicated a little later in the summer. And to find all of that information, we can go to downtownmidland.com, or we can go to our Downtown Midland social media channels on Facebook. Right. Follow us on Facebook, especially during the summer months. We always have those pop-up storms that unfortunately end up having to cancel our events. So be sure to watch our social media for any announcements on changes of planned events. And we still have Tunes by the Tridge, right? And we still have Tunes by the Tridge. So literally in downtown Midland, you get free music Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. Most of the summer. Awesome. Yeah, cool. Good times. So I think after this, we're going to talk to John, right? Yeah. So new businesses you can look for this summer in downtown Midland. We'll be talking with John Levy, one of the owners of Three Bridges Distillery and Taproom, who opened earlier this spring and just offers a really unique and very cool vibe in downtown Midland. And this week we're celebrating the opening of Brinstar Beercade. Again, another very unique feature for downtown Midland. They are a bar, full-service bar, restaurant, and they offer old school arcade games. I don't know. I'm a child of the 80s, so arcades were a big thing then. And so you can go down and look for some of your old favorite games, not only the video games, but pinball games as well. So nice. Fun for the whole family.
My dad had a Space Invaders tabletop game, so I am a bit of a game enthusiast from that.
I'm a Dig Dug fan myself.
Oh, Dig Dug. Okay.
Dig Dug's my favorite. So.
Cool.
But lots of good stuff there. They're located in the block next to Ace Hardware, across from Riverside Senior Living Facility, before you get to the Mexican restaurant on the corner. So.
And this podcast is being recorded after the Art Scene Festival that just happened last weekend. So there's a new mural. Two new murals downtown. Yeah. So check those out too.
Yep, those are on the Twice as Nice building next to the Fox that was painted last year, and the other is on the Ace Hardware side. And the question we get most often, are you still going to do movies on Main at Ace Hardware? And the answer to that is yes. As a matter of fact, they kick off this week. So every Wednesday night at dusk, we'll be having movies on Main. And they painted the mural around the space where the movies are shown.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
good
great.
Planning on everybody's part.
Very, very good planning. So let's get to John here in 1 second.
Sounds good.
All right. Hello and welcome back to the Lowdown on Downtown. This is episode 8. We are in June of 2022, and we have our guest, John from Three Bridges Distillery, right?
Correct.
John, welcome to the episode.
Well, thank you.
Lowdown on Downtown.
I've never done a podcast before, so it was nice. I didn't have to shave or even brush my teeth. I just had to roll on in.
That's good. That's good. I like it. I like that. So we have a bunch of questions, and I'm going to let this handle with Selina.
So you said you've never done a podcast before. Have you ever owned a distillery before?
No, but it's you jump in sometime the water and learn to swim, and that's kind of what we're doing.
Yeah. So give us the elevator speech. What do you do in downtown Midland?
Well, we started out as being a brewery, a winery, distillery with food and live music, and thought this big grandiose plan. But I think we've kind of understood our position is more to be, we're an experience. We are a beverage company first and foremost. We do have food, but we've done some partnerships with different companies to take that from us and make a better experience for the patrons of Midland and surrounding.
Yeah, you have been. When did you open?
March 3rd.
March 3rd of this year. So you have been steadily full since that time.
Yeah, it's been the city has been very generous to us, yeah.
What's your first few months been like?
Subtle chaos. It was, and there's another couple more Brinstars opening up down the street, and I just tried to give them some advice. I said, you're going to feel like you got it handed to you. You're going to feel very crazy. As long as you can keep that crazy behind the scenes and not in the public's eyes, let it roll off you and just keep moving forward, learn from it. Our first day was absolutely insane. It was a feeling of exhilaration and defeat. And then you wake up the next morning, shower, get ready and say, okay, you know what? That can be different, And next thing you know, the next day was better, and the next day was better. And each day just gets easier.
Beautiful. Why did you choose downtown Midland?
I'm born and raised here in Midland. I feel like being your downtown, you're part of the community. It's one of those. And being in the downtown meant to be in that, for lack of better words, a 2-block area. That's kind of Midland's downtown to an old guy like me. I know it's expanded and there's definitely 5-6 blocks, but I wanted to be personally So when I first started, it was Kevin and I, we were looking for a space. We actually looked down 1 block away from next to Astor's, where Astor's is. But then we just kind of felt, we really want to be on Main Street. And then as we gained other partners, everybody has enjoyed being right on Main Street.
Beautiful. Well, we're super happy to have you here.
Yeah. I got a follow-up question. So you were born and raised in Midland. Which high school did you attend?
Well, so I went to Dow High, probably.
All right, good. Charger.
Thank goodness.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm a Charger.
All right.
All right.
Well, it's funny when my daughters went to Midland High. Every time it was a Midland Dow football game, I'm secretly backside going, "Come on, Dow, come on, Dow." But no, Dow. It's been a very good rivalry of the two.
It is. And you could be, in Midland County, you could be a Lancer or a Meridian Mustang too.
No, you couldn't.
Or even a Calvary Baptist and all the all the other schools around here. So. Well, John, we thank you for joining us. And just as a reminder, you can catch all the Lowdown on Downtown at downtownmidland.com and on our social media. So we'll be right back with our next segment. Hello and welcome back to the Lowdown on Downtown. It is episode 8, and we have Renee here. Renee, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Renee's coming in to talk about events, so let's just walk through them, okay?
Oh gosh, so many events coming up. It's the event season in downtown. So June 18th is our first really big event of the summer. It is Tapped, which is our craft beer festival. This is an event that's put on by the MDBA, and all the proceeds from this event go into funding all of the events in downtown. So it's a really important event to us and helps us be able to, keep the rest of the events all free. So, so Tapped is on June 18th from 6 to 9. We have an early access portion that starts at 5 as well. So technically the event goes from 5 to 9. This year we have a new event location. It is going to be in the Larkin parking garage. So that's going to be a lot of fun. The first 2 floors are all going to be the breweries. We have 51 this year, which is the most we've ever had in Tapped history. This is our 7th year doing it. So the first 2 floors will have all the breweries. The parking garage is going to be split into concourses. And then the top floor, praying that we're going to have amazing weather, will be an interactive beer garden with our live music, our stage, food vendors, and lounge and outdoor game areas as well. So it should be a really good, fun evening.
Good. And for those listening, that was June 18th.
June 18th, yes.
2022. Okay. What's the next event?
Tell us. There's so many. Yes. So, we know that there's going to be a 4th of July celebration that's going to be going down by the Dow Diamond, correct? That's put on by Midland Parks and Rec. So they're the ones that are doing all of that. And then we go into mini golf on Main, which we're hoping to have a full 18 holes this year around downtown to celebrate the invitational that's going on at the Midland Country Club again for the LPGA.
And Great Lakes Bay Invitational is going to kick that off on the Sunday, right?
Yes, on July 10th. Yes. They are doing a kickoff party in the pedestrian plaza for their tournament. So it should be a really good, fun event. It's a Sunday night event, so that'll be fun. Mini golf on Main will go on to then, and then ending off July will be the sidewalk sales downtown.
So it sounds like my wish from last year. They must have listened to the Lowdown on Downtown because I wanted to play with an LPGA, maybe a player from on Mini Golf on Main. That'd be fun.
Yes, they're supposed to be hopefully bringing some players downtown to play some of the mini golf holes and sign autographs and stuff.
And so you were saying there's possibly 18 holes?
Yes.
As a golfer? Okay.
Yes, we got to get the 18.
Okay, good. Cool. What's the next event?
Well, then we go into August, and, August is one of the busiest months in downtown Midland. So the first weekend is all of River Days Festival. We have Main Street Glow on that Thursday, the first Thursday of August, and then River Days After Party on that Friday night. We have Stone Street Revival that night from 9 to 11. And then after that, I think it's August 20th, correct, is Gus Macker coming back downtown in the same location they were last year. Cool. And that's all. That's all, quote unquote.
That's all the. That's all the big.
There's a lot. There might be some
events,
coming. Some other ones coming too. So.
Okay, good. And you can check these events out on downtownmidland.com or our Facebook page on Downtown Midland. Are there any other avenues that we can see the events from?
Yes, we have Facebook as well. Facebook and Instagram. Facebook is a great place to look for all of the most up-to-date information on our
especially
events.
Changes when we get weather inclement weather that
Yes.
sometimes knocks our
Did we talk
events
about
off.
Movies on Main?
We talked a little bit about Movies on Main.
Yeah, tell us a little bit.
Yeah, Movies on Main is happening every Wednesday night at Ace Hardware. So from June through August. So there's some really good movies coming.
Do you have the list?
Oh gosh, I do have
You
the
have the
list,
list,
but I
okay.
can't tell you off the top of my
Okay,
head.
that's
But it's
all
all on Downtown Midland's Facebook page.
Oh, perfect. That's a great way. Yes. So if you're listening, head to our website, downtownmidland.com, and to the Facebook page.
There are fun movies this year. I've looked through the list.
Oh, good.
I know they're kicking off with Uncharted, which is
cool.
relatively recent movie. So
Mm-hmm.
lots of fun movies coming up. They do a great job with that.
Yeah.
Well, Renee, as always, we thank you for coming down here and letting us know all the events for the summer. So we look forward to it.
Thank you. I'm excited. Should be a good year.
All right. Hey, we'll be right back to finish up this episode. All right. Welcome back to the Lowdown on Downtown, Episode 8, 2022. Selina, we're going to close the show on a few things. We want to thank our two guests, John and Renee, for being here with us. We also want to remind everybody that you can go to downtownmidland.com and Facebook, Downtown Midland, to check out all the events and all the information. But you wanted to speak a little bit about Riverfront.
Yeah, another big initiative by the Downtown Development Authority that we're kicking off here in the month of June is a reimagining the riverfront area. So we're looking at the northern part of the riverfront, so it's the downtown side of the Tridge, basically from the M20 bridge to the Poseyville Bridge, and trying to reimagine how that area can be used. The Tittabawassee River through downtown Midland is a great asset to our community, and it's time to kind of take a look at what other features we can add down there to look year-round. What else can we do in the winter, in the fall, down there along the riverfront area? Of course, we have our challenges with flooding, so that's always an issue, but beyond that, what can we add to that riverfront area? So on June 23rd, we will be having a community conversation where folks can come and give some input into what they'd like to see, how they reimagine that riverfront area. If you're not able to come to that, we'll also have community survey out there launching in July that will give you an opportunity to sit on your couch and imagine what you'd like to see in downtown Midland. We'll take all that information, we'll work it through over the upcoming months, and by the fall we'll revisit with the community about some concepts that will be developed, and then the Downtown Development Authority will take that forward and begin planning to actually implement some of the ideas that come out of this visioning session.
Awesome. So if you're actually listening to this podcast in like November of 2022, you can actually go to MGTV, which is the City of Midland's PEG Access channel, MCTV network, and you can watch that community input session on demand. Just go to citymidland.mi.gov/MCTV, and you can watch on demand, or you can even search MCTV on your Roku, Apple TV, and Fire Stick. So
absolutely.
If you missed it.
We'll also have a landing page on the citymidlandmi.gov/riverfront. Will be just all the information about outcomes and conversations taking place.
But if you're listening to this before June 23rd, we invite you to come out for the input session. So, Selina, it's been a good episode 8.
I'm tired already. We have a busy summer ahead.
Yes, we do.
Good times.
Thank you all for listening. And as a reminder, you can catch the podcast on MGTV, Cable Channel Charter 188. You can also, as I just said, you can watch it on the City of Midland's website, citymidlandmi.gov/MCTV. You can download the MCTV Network app and catch it there. And download it as an actual podcast on any podcast platform you listen to. So we thank you for watching and listening, and we will catch you all later.
See ya.
This podcast is presented by the MCTV Network, a service of the City of Midland. To learn more about Downtown Midland, be sure to follow and like Downtown Midland social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to this podcast on your preferred platform, and to get more details, go to downtownmidland.com.